I do a lot of hoes.
You ever wonder if you could go back in time to like a specific date or an event? It doesn't have to be within like your lifetime, like something that happened in your life. Could be any date within the world, like would you go back in time and kill Hitler before he was born? Would you go back in time when the biggest lottery went and you could find out the numbers and day before, get a ticket and call those numbers? Would you go back in time and undo a mistake or something that you did that you regret now? I think this comes up in my head like every once in a while. It's a common thing, I guess, for me to think about. And I think a lot that has to do with it is like regrets in your life. Like if you would go back in time and undo something you said or did that ruined a friendship or a relationship, or you made a bad decision and now you're in debt. You bought a car or I don't know, just I think a lot of it has to do with regrets, something that you wish you didn't do or said or whatever, and you go back in time and undo it. But at the same time, you ever think about if you would go back in time and you would undo it, how would that affect your life? Like let's say you said something to a friend 2 years ago and you said something really messed up and it destroyed your friendship. Like you stopped talking to each other, hanging out, whatever. And because of that, you found a new friend, and that friend became your best friend now. Became your best man at your wedding. Something, whatever. You ever think about if you did went back in time and you undid that, or you didn't say whatever it was, and you guys were still friends? How would that affect your life? Well, for starters, that dude or friend that you made that became your best man, well, he ain't your best man no more. So, was the original friend someone who could have became your best man? I don't know. It's just I think about this a lot. You know, I, I guess it would have made the video a little more interesting if I could give you a specific event or date that I would go back in time. Thinking about it right now, I'm just not sure. I mean, it'd be interesting, I guess, go back in time, kill Hitler before he was born. World War II might not have happened, probably wouldn't. The Nazis, the Holocaust, all that probably wouldn't have happened. But then, like, if that didn't happen, what so much in the world was affected has changed because of the Holocaust. For good or for worse. I mean, it's just something like that. That could that's affecting the whole world if you did something like that. Or if I went back in time and won the lottery, I think that that's something that would be good, I guess financially, obviously, but like when it comes to the mentally, I think that wouldn't. I think it would be mentally weaker if I had won the lottery. If I went back in time, a year, 2 years ago, and I won the lottery. I found out the numbers, went back in time, called the numbers, boom, I won $5 million. I mean, sure, a lot of my dreams would come true. I'd have my own gym and I wouldn't have to worry about debt, bills, or none of that. But then something that I noticed or that is a common thing is especially when you have like such a lot of money, a lot of people run out really quick of their money. Like if I would have done, let's say I won a lottery when I was like 17, when I had like no idea of financials, of bills, of how quickly money goes like that. I mean, that would be a horrible mistake. I'd go broke right away, and then it'd be like for no reason. If I would choose the lottery, I'd probably do it a year ago, maybe. Not I'm just saying that that would be the ideal thing that I would do to go back in time. But if I would choose the lottery, it'd be like a year ago where I have an idea of how bills affect your life, how living a check to check, finances, how to not waste your money can be a good thing. Don't get paid and then spend most of your money in 2 or 3 days, and then you gotta live the next week and a half off of $50. You know, but I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. I don't think I'd go back in time and win the lottery. I don't think I'd go back in time to prevent a war or something like that. Um, if I would do it, I think it had to be something major. I don't like extremely weird, like something bigger than a war. But at the same time, I don't know how that would affect afterwards. Like you see in shows and stuff when they go back in time and they say don't talk to people, or when they time travel, don't talk to people or you can alter the future. I don't know, like thinking about even something small, like go back 6 months ago and not say something to a friend that I said that messed up our relationship, or whatever. I just don't know. It's something. It's some deep thing that I think about every once in a while. I'm just like, would I go back in time and undo this, or I don't know. It's just something crazy I think about every once in a while.